Nice! Sonic Mania is exactly what we Sonic fans have been demanding for way too long. A true return to Sonic's glory days, especially with most of the levels being based on past Sonic stages. And not only that, but they brought back Mighty and Ray. Did you know that they were originally in a Japanese-only arcade game called Sega Sonic the Hedgehog? Now that's commitment to the past. Well, I wish more developers would take note. These guys are indie developers. Yet, when they made mistakes in the early version of Sonic Mania, they didn't charge money or take up a gajillion bytes of space. They just patched it right into the game. So now when people go to buy Sonic, they can actually have a good product on their hand now that all the bugs have been sorted out. I really like the opening video of Sonic Mania. It's so colorful and it reminds me of Sonic CD, and they really captured the essence of Sonic really well. I mean, the regular game looks beautiful and all, but it's sort of based off of the old art style. This one, it looks like they're trying to actually go for genuine artistic style, and I'm always going to appreciate that. I love Sonic games because you can go so fast, and every time you kill a robot, you're actually freeing animals from captivity, so you get to be an animal saver too. I like how in Sonic Mania Plus or the Encore DLC, whichever one you got, they added a pinball minigame when you jump into the rings above the checkpoint poles instead of that grab the blue spheres minigame, because that one had that fake 3D that might trip people out, plus there's a certain element of randomness, whereas with the pinball machine, you can see the full pinball field. And if you're a logical person, you can actually use real-world physics to determine how the pinball flippers are going to affect the player on the screen. Woohoo! I love Sonic Mania because you can go at the speed of sound. What I don't really like, though, is at the end of Chemical Plant Zone, they make you play Dr. Robotnik's mean beam machine, and that's just too slow-paced and boring. Just give me back to the action already. This game has all sorts of retro goodness. If you buy the physical edition of Sonic Mania Plus, you can get a reversible cover so that it looks like you're buying a brand new Genesis game. That is retro, and I like it. I wish I could, promote these guys. You know, maybe if I give them a donation right now, maybe they can start making more Sonic games like this, or heck, maybe they can just make other games and make them better than the regular companies can. Going things the old way sure has its perks. That is amazing that the Switch version is literally exactly the same as every other version because the graphics engine isn't incredibly taxing, so therefore no one has to feel like they have the inferior version just because they have one system over another. Now isn't that just great? Yes, a Sonic game that's actually like the Genesis games. Those games are undeniably the best, and there's no way you can argue with that. Of course, I wish there were more new zones. You know, there's only 4 new ones. And even I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with the Press Garden zone. Now, I like creative ideas, but I think they went a little bit overboard with that one. This game has leaderboards. Time for me to bust out my Sonic skills and be the best of the best. I've never been great at Sonic games because you have to be able to see things in advance, and this game can get really fast. But at least they removed the timer from the main mode, so I can just take my nice sweet time in figuring out which way to go, because there's no one correct path. There's actually a whole bunch of different paths. So that means on every playthrough I can experiment, and when I play as Knuckles, there's something new to explore. Ooh! Woo! Man, this game is so fast. I don't know if I can take all of this. Ooh, pretty. A Sonic amiibo. Aw, now I want to go get a pet hedgehog. I bet that'd be cute. This game has an and Knuckles mode. I mean, how is that even logical, playing as 2 characters at once? But then again, they do have the Phantom Ruby, which lets them visit zones from other Sonic games. And I'm not even sure if Sonic CD is within the same universe as the other Sonic games. So maybe the Knuckles that follows you around is from another dimension. See? Even games with as minimal story as Sonic Mania can somehow be enjoyable. See, Sonic Mania is the perfect example of why cheaters can win. Because this game was made by a bunch of hackers. That means they broke Sega's rules and made unofficial ROM hacks that shouldn't exist based on all those rule-abiding people. But yet Sega took notice and they said, hey, can you make an official game and we'll publish it? Ooh, boy, can't wait for Nintendo to do something like that. I don't know if I'd like Sonic too much. It seems kind of simple. You know, you just push one button to do everything, and there's not really much of a story, so I think I'll sit this one out. Oh, there is a story. You just have to look at the manual? Still probably not nearly as good as plenty of other visual novels. A lot of people are really upset that this game came out the same year as Sonic Forces, but I see that as a good thing, because there are some people that don't like the classic Sonic games, and then there are some people that prefer the more modern Sonics. So that way, people that like classic Sonic can play this, and people that like modern Sonic can play Sonic Forces, and then everyone is happy. Well, I guess there are classic Sonic levels in Sonic Forces, but they feel more like the classic zones in the 360 version of Sonic Generations. So, basically, old people come here, new people go over there. Wish there was a way to, really bring them together, but this is a good compromise for the time being.